everybody needs to play because we're so thin in the backcourt with Patty and Steph and Andre out. So it's not like I could rest people even if I wanted. I could in the front court, but you know, that doesn't really make sense because we play a lot of people anyway. So we're going to play it normal and see how the game goes. But if somebody's banged up, I'm definitely not throwing them back out there. It'll be, you know, as it flows, we'll see what happens.
This game, potentially, if you lost or won, could have implications on who you play at 7. Do you care?
Well, the picture has really cleared up for us now. It's down to 5 teams that we can play. So, it's gotten much easier now. So, every team that's in the playoffs and or even has the potential to be in the playoffs is really good. I mean, it's the deepest I've ever seen the West, or the East for that matter. So it doesn't even matter. Like we're just going to prepare for a hell of a team, and a lot of the teams at the bottom are actually playing the best. You know, New Orleans just beat us the other night. Denver's hot. You know, San Antonio's had to win games. OKC now. You know, you can see the urgency that all these teams are playing with. So no matter who we face, it's going to be a good challenge.
You and the rest of the staff had better success guessing on these scenarios? Or
yeah, we put Sammy Gelfand on it, and so we have like the percentages of who it's going to be for whatever that's worth.
See, this is the last game of the regular season for you guys, and I know there's kind of been like this, okay, we're ready for the playoffs all year, right? Yeah. I know the injuries kind of changed that dynamic a little bit, but is there a sense like, okay, now it's really time to go?
Well, we've been saying it's time for like the last 20 games, and we, you know, we kind of had what we thought was a pretty good plan. Last 20, we really solidify our rotations and you know, really work on, you know, what we're going to need in the playoffs, all that stuff. And the injuries have kind of altered that, so we have to adjust and adapt. And we've had to change lineups almost nightly, and but it doesn't matter. Like, that's what happens in the NBA. Everybody goes through it, and it may be a little extreme for us this year, but it's okay. We know that what this is about, and we've got enough to carry us through and gain some momentum and get things rolling. So just got to keep pushing.
Coach, how impressive has the turnaround been for Utah? You know, just since Gobert came back and won, they you guys were part of it last time you guys played here. Just how impressive has it been?
It's one of the best stories of the year in the NBA, the way the Jazz have come on, and there's a lot of subplots to that. Donovan Mitchell playing as well as he has, possible Rookie of the Year. Quinn doing an amazing job, and he will for sure be right up there in the Coach of the Year race. But I think they're probably, I would say, the biggest surprise of all the teams. And there's been a lot of teams that have really played well and maybe exceeded expectations, but I would say Utah #1 on that list, especially the way they started and losing Hayward. So they've had an amazing year.
Who would get your vote for Rookie of the Year?
I don't do that. You guys vote. I don't get to vote anyway. So.
All right.
Did you use that when you were broadcasting?
Sometimes. Yeah, I didn't always get a vote. It seemed like I think I was a broadcaster for 8 years. I want to say maybe 2 or 3 times they gave me the vote. They usually just gave it to Marv because Marv lobbied for it. It was kind of embarrassing the way he would lobby behind the scenes, but that's Marv.
You've played a lot of these teams, like you said, with a sense of urgency. There's a great sense of urgency for the Jazz to get home court in the first round.
Yeah.
Does those feel like playoff games, and is that good for your team?
Yeah, it's good for us to face this kind of team with this sense of urgency, because it'll feel like a playoff game, even though it doesn't mean anything to us in terms of our seeding. It's good for our preparation and for what we're about to face.
You mentioned earlier, but how difficult is it to prepare for a playoff opponent when it could be any one of 5 teams?
Yeah, you just have to focus on your own team and what you have to do and how you have to play. And then tomorrow night, our staff will gather and try to find a place that has 3 TVs and wait till they're all done and then start the prep. But it's really still wide open. It's maybe clarified a little bit the last couple of days, but still a lot can happen.
Is it kind of weird, the calculus of this? I mean, if you beat the Jazz tonight, you could be setting up a first-round matchup for yourselves this coming week.
Yeah, but there's also like 28 other scenarios, so it's not worth wasting energy on it. You just go play. Yeah. Well, we're just trying to be smart, and felt like it made more sense to give him a rest. Gives him a full week almost, I guess, depending on Saturday or Sunday. So, just we're just going based on how he's feeling and what the training staff suggests. But I fully expect him to be in the lineup game one.
All things considered, what you guys dealt with late in the season, you think you guys are rounding in form for the playoffs approach?
I think we're going to be fine. I mean, I wouldn't say we're rounding into form. We haven't played that well, but you have to deal with circumstances as they come. And I like our position because I think we will have a lot of our guys. We're not going to have Steph or Patty, but I think I'm very confident we'll have everybody else for game one, and that's a step in the right direction. And then the other thing is, I mean, this team knows. I mean, we've been in the finals 3 straight years, so nothing's going to surprise us. And I'm very confident that we'll play well and get some momentum as we get going in the playoffs.
I know tomorrow's still going to work for you, and you're going to be watching games and scouting. But in terms of not playing on the last day of the season, being able to kind of watch the playoffs, is there some sort of element that's enjoyable for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun to sit back and see things unfold and watch other teams play. Be good for our guys because we'll give them tomorrow off. If we were playing tomorrow night, we would have had to get right into preparation. So another day off for our team is probably a good thing at this point. And schedule played out pretty well for us.